Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. We often talk about all the different ways to improve your English, and we've covered a lot of ground, from pronunciation to idioms. But today, we're going back to basics in a way. We're going to be talking about writing.
Okay.
And specifically,
right.
how writing can actually help you learn and master English. Now, you might be thinking, writing? I thought this was about speaking.
Yeah.
And yeah, speaking is super important. But what we're going to dig into today is how writing is not just about grammar and spelling.
It's true.
It's actually a secret weapon for boosting your overall English skills.
I like that. A secret weapon.
Yeah, exactly. And to help us unlock this secret weapon, we're going to be looking at some fascinating insights from a study called the InkStrad text.
Yes, this is a really great text.
And it goes way beyond just the basics. It dives into some surprising benefits of writing you might not have even considered before.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people think of writing as something you do after you've mastered the basics. Like, oh, I'll work on my writing once I'm fluent in speaking.
Right, yeah.
But the InkStrad text actually flips that idea on its head.
Okay, interesting.
It argues that writing is crucial right from the beginning stages of learning English.
So it's more like a foundation.
Exactly. It helps you build a solid foundation for all the other skills.
Okay, I'm sold. So tell me, how does writing build this foundation? I'm ready to ditch those flashcards if there's a better way.
Well, think about it this way. When you write, you can't just passively absorb information like you might when you're reading or listening.
Right.
You have to actively recall and apply vocabulary and grammar rules.
So it's like really using the language, not just recognizing it.
Exactly. The InkStrad text actually cites a study where students who regularly wrote about what they were learning, they showed much higher retention of vocabulary and grammar compared to students who just read or listened to lectures.
Wow, that's pretty convincing.
Right. It's like if you think about reading a textbook versus actually writing an essay on that same topic.
Yeah.
When you write the essay, your brain has to work so much harder.
You're not just like skimming through, you're actually trying.
You're producing language.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
And the text uses this great analogy of building a house. Like, you can watch someone else build a house 1,000 times.
Right.
But until you actually pick up the hammer and nails yourself,
you don't really know how to do it.
Exactly. You won't truly understand the process.
Okay, so writing helps us internalize the building blocks of language. But what about something like expressing yourself? I know that's a big goal for many English learners.
Absolutely. And that's where writing becomes this powerful tool for fluency, going beyond just accuracy. And the InkStrad text really emphasizes this. It says, writing allows you to articulate your thoughts and feelings in a way that speaking sometimes can't.
Interesting. How so?
Well, think about it. When you're writing, you have time to carefully choose your words, revise your phrasing.
Oh, yeah.
You can really capture the nuances of what you want to say.
You don't feel that pressure to come up with the perfect word right away.
Exactly.
And that's something I really struggle with when speaking. Like, I get stuck sometimes.
It's almost like writing gives you this safety net, a space to experiment and refine your ideas before you have to share them out loud.
Yeah, I like that. And, this ability to express yourself in writing.
Yeah.
It's so important for, well, pretty much every aspect of life.
Oh, absolutely.
From personal relationships to professional communication.
It's essential.
You got to be able to get your point across.
And that actually leads perfectly into the next point from the InkStrad text.
Oh, okay.
It's about how writing boosts critical thinking.
I'm guessing it's more than just, sounding smart when you write.
Oh, it goes way deeper than that. When you write, you're forced to organize your thoughts, analyze information, and form arguments.
Yeah.
You can't just throw words on a page and hope for the best.
You have to have some kind of structure.
Exactly. And this act of putting your ideas into a coherent structure, that's what requires critical thinking.
Okay, so it's like a workout for your brain.
It is a mental workout. And the benefits of that, they extend to all areas of your life. The text argues that writing, it doesn't just make you a better writer, it helps you become a more effective thinker in general.
I like that. So problem solving at work, making decisions, it can all benefit from this.
Exactly.
There was this one part of the InkStrad text that I was really surprised by.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
It talks about how writing can actually improve your reading comprehension.
I know. It seems counterintuitive, right?
I would have never guessed that connection.
But when you think about it, it makes sense. When you write,
Yeah.
you become more aware of sentence structure, word choice.
Those nuances.
Yes. The flow of ideas, how everything fits together.
So you're not just reading words, you're understanding how they work together.
Exactly. And the text makes this really cool comparison to a musician who's learning to compose music. They start to hear music differently.
Right.
They pick up on subtleties that they maybe wouldn't have before.
Oh, I like that analogy.
It's like training your brain to be more attentive.
Yeah. And it's like you said, it's a skill that benefits you in all areas of life, not just English.
Absolutely. And finally, the InkStrad text talks about something I find particularly fascinating.
Okay.
Using writing for reflection and personal growth.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, things like journaling or writing personal essays, they're not just about grammar and vocabulary. They can be powerful tools for self-discovery and developing emotional intelligence.
Oh, wow. I never thought of it that way.
It's true. By putting your thoughts and experiences into words, you can gain clarity, you can process your emotions, and you can develop a deeper understanding of yourself.
So it's almost like having a conversation with yourself.
Exactly, but you're doing it on paper. And that can be so helpful for seeing patterns you might not have noticed otherwise.
Right. And that process of reflection, that's valuable no matter what language you're writing in.
Absolutely.
It's a human thing, not just an English language thing.
Exactly.
So just to recap what we've learned today from the InkStrad text,
Yes.
writing is much more than just, putting words on paper. It's this amazing tool that strengthens your grasp of English.
It helps you express yourself confidently.
And boosts your critical thinking skills.
And like we were just saying, it's even a pathway to self-discovery and personal growth.
I love that.
And one thing I find really interesting is how different writing styles, like formal essays versus creative writing, they might engage these benefits in unique ways.
That's a great point. So it's not just about writing, it's about
exploring different types of writing.
Exactly. So as you continue your English language journey, I encourage you to really explore different writing styles. See what works for you.
Have fun with it.
See how each one can unlock new levels of fluency, understanding, and even self-awareness.
It's amazing what you can discover.
So pick up that pen, open that laptop,
whatever works for you,
and just start writing. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself and the power of words.
I agree.
All right. That's it for our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.